the idea of a support Zeus. It's like it feels like you have a lot that you can I don't know. You can deward a lot. You can sort of, be involved in kills with Thunder God's Wrath. You can farm it up if you need to. Again, that's like in the context of a pub. In this game, it's probably going to feel terrible. What about you?
I would want to be Weaver this game.
Talk to me about why.
Because I think I love Lone Druid as well, but I think the path to victory being Lone Druid this game is much more difficult than being the Weaver in this game. I guess I'm saying I like Blacklist draft more.
Right.
By saying that. But sometimes I put myself in a position like, which carry would I like to be in this game? And that generally will like tell me in a lot of ways like what team I think is going to win.
Oh, dude. I don't know if you saw that, but the Zeus ran up Zinq ran up to the cliff there. And if you look up and to the right from there, he immediately was about to drop. He looked like he had dropped down a ward, turned back around, and it baited out a sentry from Carlo. Look at man, I told you, Zeus. He feels great.
He's owning.
Yeah,
he's a madman.
They did get down a pretty good ward there, though, on the side of Blacklist, which is going to scout XXS. Raven? Oh my god, he's going to go for it, isn't he? Raven's going to Sakuchi for this.
You gotta.
Making the move. Meanwhile, down on the bottom side, Gabby is going to go for the other rune. They don't actually need to. And Gabby can't quite get that other one. Tian Ming picks it up, so they're going to punch him a few times on his way through.
Blood grenade him. Show him who's boss.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe not.
Probably not.
All right, this is another sentry used here for a sentry D-ward. But Observer was already claimed by Carlo.
Huh.
Very nice. That's actually a lot of EXP, and I think that could come into play here on this top lane. We're going to have to see here. And yeah, this mid lane matchup, people are wondering why is it so obvious that TA is good versus Pango? You're going to see that every time Meld Strike is off cooldown, you're going to get hit in the face over and over and over again, and Pango just can't sustain that harass. And it's just rough in that regard. From level 1 onwards, it's just not something that you can really lane against as a Pango.
Super frustrating to have to play against. I mean, all these heroes are just going to catch some side blades when the moments come up. In mid lane, it can just be a menace playing TA into it. But we'll see how it goes. Up top, it definitely feels like there's some potential here for aggression and stuff. Raven able to get that deny as Carlo almost has level 2, but so too do Zinq and XXS playing together. And obviously going to be looking for the...
Well, they're going to hit it now, though. So they could potentially go, but Carlo's too low. I think he made a bit of a mistake by losing all his HP there. I was going to make a point of that. He should have realized with that killing that Observer ward that he's going to hit 2 before them, right? Because you have all that EXP, but now it's an exchange of level 2s, and they're just going to turn and give the first blood away.
Yeah, big mistake. Absolutely. Zinq, he gets the bug, but now the turn onto Raven drops the blood grenade, does not have Sakuchi. Raven does have a 9 charge on his stick. Sakuchi about to be back up, and he catches him. Oh, Raven, he gets away just barely. Oh my god.
And it's not great for Raven here because look at his lane where it's at right now. It's in front of the tower. He has a couple creeps, I guess, to salvage it, but he's probably going to just lose a full wave here that he's not going to be able to farm whatsoever. And he had to use a tango on a branch, and Carlo had to buy him a south.
Yeah.
Big investment, and they gave up first blood. So big win for Azure Ray in that top lane, at least.
Down bottom, Gabby was able to do some damage with Tim's onto Luo playing on the Lone Druid. And actually no points up in Spear, so maybe I'm wrong about the Spear-Bear matchup. I just sort of said things with confidence, and I hope you believe me. So
no, I mean, you could be right, but I think this is something that Mars players do against Lone Druid specifically. And the reason is, the Spear, you don't really care about spearing the bear right now. It doesn't really matter. But, this Bulwark is going to give you 40% reduction on all clicks, right? So he's just doing this to survive the lane, and he's gonna use God's Rebuke just to secure CS. And he's just gonna not just get harassed down. Obviously, this is gonna kill their ability to go aggressive and try to get kills, because now it's kind of impossible when you have the spell. But this is a lane, as I already mentioned, that you're not gonna get kills anyway. It's
Right.
You're not supposed to. So I actually really like this adaptation from Gabby to just go for more of like a selfish build. Just worry about getting tanky. I kind of mentioned that before, like why don't players do this more often? Like be greedy. And so why do they always go for like the same build, max spear until like blink dagger?
Yeah. Maybe we'll see something from Gabby in this game that is a little bit of a difference from what these other Marses are doing. In towards the 2-minute rune, or 4-minute runes rather, and Blacklist managed to pick up both of them. Carlo taking one away as Abed got the other. So XM gonna be left a bit on an island here.
Yeah, I mean that's just kind of how mid goes for the most part. And then mid lane just gonna keep getting smacked back. But I will say he's doing a better job than I expected on this Pango. Keeping up. I mean, sure, the matchup gets harder and harder, but still at this point, I've seen this matchup be already unplayable by level 3, level 4, but he's already made it to level 5 here while keeping up with the TA. So already kind of like mission success, I would say.
Blood grenade used up top. We're not able to connect on that one for the kill onto Zinq or XXS. 1 point in the heavenly jump, keeping that Zeus alive. Now, Abed throws out another round of right clicks and maybe in a bit far. Tianming trying to get the punish, has to use the fairy fire, but Raven dies up top. Oh, wow. TA is very low in the mid lane, but they managed to also get Raven.
All right. That's a big kill there, and very lucky to have Tim's nearby there, because Jianming would have definitely killed Abed there with those fire spirits. He just needed one more, but the dead shot pushed him right on back there. But overall, I still must say that like this Pango, he's got a game. Things are going well. This Centaur, he's also got a game. They're getting kills in the top lane. Things are going much better right now for Azure and this laning stage. And if you look at the type of lineup that you do have on Blacklist, they don't have a ton of team fight, right? Like TA Weaver course. This is a lot of minus armor. It's a lot of carry, right? You got a lot of carries. And Clockwork, pretty single target as well. And you're probably not going to match up to like the Zeus, Phoenix, Pango team fight combination you have here. So winning the laning stage in this game, particularly with the lineup that Azure has, is a big feat.
Yeah, it makes a big difference. And I think that if, they can get sort of unimpeded into those items and rally behind Lul here on this lone druid, could be huge for them. Now, the cogs were already out. Carlo, Zinq trying to trade the damage over with each other and manages to get him away from trouble. 7-minute mark coming up. These wisdom runes are going to be here, and does also look like they're going to be able to stack at the same time, trying to build up those ancients for the Abed movement over that direction eventually.
Tower is under attack.
Gabby, what's your play here? I mean, he's going pretty standard for now. Double bracer, soul ring, phase boots. Then I guess if you're going that build, you're going to get a blink after that. So a lot of eyes are going to be on Gabby this game because, as mentioned before, TA doesn't really move a lot. Weaver can actually move quite a bit. That's like one of the strengths of the hero. But okay.
Tries to go. Will's Bear onto Tim's. Looking for another route. The slowdown is there. Finds themselves a kill and now looking for more.
It doesn't work.
Dodge?
All right, you made it up.
Did they dodge or did he miss?
It just doesn't work.
Oh no. XXS though up top. The turn. Staying alive, has an 18 stick. Will to get out of trouble. And XXS. Dude, these freaking Wraith bands. So much bonus armor. It's really good.
It's actually really good. And yeah, you gave me two options, but I choose option number 3.
Okay.
I mean, it didn't dodge. It didn't miss. It hit him. It just doesn't work.
Okay.
It's the same thing as before, where the bear it just nudges, right? It does the damage,
But it's a
it
hero.
moves it slightly, but it didn't move it.
Dire's middle
I mean, this
tower
makes this matchup unplayable for Mars. Still, it's
Why?
literally an unplayable matchup.
Why doesn't it work? It's so dumb.
I don't know.
Fear. You gotta tell me why.
Oh no, let's see. See,
Oh, it doesn't work.
You lied to me.
I did lie to you. I definitely did. Abed comes in, takes down Tianming. The bear goes a little bit too far away.
Oh,
and now
they
he's
found
caught.
him.
Oh man,
He's
this
dead.
is how you make this matchup playable.
Wait, the root? Hello?
Spear the hero. Got him good. Tango rolling, trying to get a kill onto Abed. Ooh, 6 sticks. Staying alive. No,
Oh, okay.
not gonna happen. Weaver, he's still in on this one too, though. Already lost a couple, bringing in that clockwork. Wanting to find a target, but not able to.
Dire's top tower is under
Yeah, everybody just returned to their lanes. Or ZinQ die. Carlo runs in into 3 heroes, gets the kill. Okay, and now he has hook shot. He can get out too. Carlo, my man, looking solid.
All right, that was pretty cool, actually. I'll give him style points for that. 6 style points for you, my friend. Oh, I saw it, Carlo. Don't worry. We saw it.
What a winner.
Juicing himself up here as well.
Oh yeah. And another round of stacking ancients and hard camp. This
Oh,
is
no.
3 on ancients.
I just realized something that
What's that?
this TA isn't going Deso because Weaver goes Deso.
Ooh.
And I don't know, man. Like, I feel like TA is unplayable without Deso. But I also feel Weaver is also really bad without Deso. So I feel like the TA needs it more than the Weaver, though. Because like, I'm looking at these alternatives. Like, you have a Blink and a Dragon Lance. And you do no damage. You literally are not going to do any damage.
It does feel very strange. You're not wrong about that one. Maybe you just go like rapier. Oh.
I mean, the thing is, I've done this before. I've played this same matchup where I had a TA and I was Weaver, and I went for the Deso.
Okay.
And I regretted it so heavily later on in the game when my TA was hitting heroes and doing 0 damage.
Yeah.
It's like that's the thing about TA, right? Like you get Deso with Meld and you start one-shotting supports. It's not going to happen anymore.
Dire's top tower is under
We'll see.
Carlo looking for a target. He sees XXS, gets him right on target.
Oh.
And oh no, Gabby,
Hello?
no.
under attack.
Oh no, not like this. Can they keep him alive? All right. There you go.
Dire's
Yeah, I
bottom
think you have
They're
to
just toss him around like a pen doll right there, like feared backwards on the speared forward. What a brutal way to die.
Feels rough. Abed
Dire's middle tower
on top
is under
of.
attack.
He's waiting for Lul. Whoa. Oh no, he didn't get the meld hit. It would have been enough. It would have been enough. He didn't get the meld hit, but he still gets the kill. Just like that, Ahmed says, it doesn't matter. Who needs a Deso? I'm fine with just my Blightstone. And now they bring numbers. That egg did not see
Dire's
Raven
middle
coming
tower
in.
is under attack.
Even if he
Radiant's
did,
top
I
tower is under
think
attack.
he still would have got it. Only level 1 egg there. Big kill, so.
Radiant's
What is Lone
structures
Druid
are
doing up
fortified.
there is my question. What was he
Radiant's
trying to
bottom tower
accomplish?
is under attack.
So, just checking things out, seeing what was happening.
Bear in the wild, just sniffing things out.
Oh yeah.
Dire's
find a
structures
lunchbox.
are fortified.
But pretty costly death there. I mean, you know my stance on the Sloan Druid here. Like, you're very strong in the laning stage, but like dying on this hero, it's not good. Luckily, he didn't die with Bear on cooldown because that's obviously by far the worst thing that could happen.
Tower is under attack.
So he's okay for now. Lucky he lives on to see another day.
That's the name of the bear. Hey,
Yeah.
look at him. Trying to get into a Radiance.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
But for now, just that Orb of Corrosion. As we take a look at the replay here,
Oh, this one's
XXS
cool.
being pushed every which way down to that low
Is
ground.
under attack.
And yeah, just
Watch this one. This is funny as hell.
pew pew. Don't.
That's like a Mortal Kombat fatality, you know?
A little bit. It feels that way. And there, of course, is the death afterwards. Abed taking down Luo and then making the move over for Tianming. So 13 and a half minutes, 6-7. Still very even amongst all the cores. The slight lead right here for Abed.
Yeah, Pango's been...
Dire's top tower.
I wouldn't say he's quiet this game, but in the last few things that have happened, he's not been involved, right? But I think that'll change soon. After this wave, he'll pretty much have his diffusal done. And that's like the first spike in which Pango is really annoying with the diffusal. The next one comes the Ags, right? And honestly, Pango has just been a hero for the longest time now, where... Alright, no, hold up.
Wow.
And Mars, well, probably regretting that he's playing Mars right now.
He did just complete the Blink Dagger, at least. So that making a pretty big difference for Gabby. It's going to be helpful indeed. It's sort of similar to what happened last game, I guess, with his Kunkka getting that Aghanims right as he was dying. But I'm looking to see Blacklist make a move coming out of this respawn on Mars.
I think they have to, right? This is the play style of Mars. Like, you gotta get your dagger, and you gotta smoke, and you gotta go, and then your things gotta connect. And if they don't connect, guess what? You become a support. In fact, I've seen supports eclipse Marses before this play style.
Hook shot, blink, spear, done. Can they find more, though? They still have this Blink Dagger ready, but no real great target to find yet.
There's a blink on Centaur as well.
He's waiting. Ooh, takes a long time. God, that's the most annoying thing.
Stun?
Yeah.
Yeah.
On Centaur.
It's a long one, but at least you can move all your...
He's on a trap.
So that's cool.
Are they going to go for this? He's on a trap, the spear, and then the TA blinks forward. Evaporated. What a freaking play. And now
oh no.
Oh no. Oh no. This is not the way I'm supposed to go. Oh, yikes.
Well, they got the lone druid. But at what cost, I guess?
Jeez. That's a lot of gold for that Phoenix.
Like, that's just not good for Blacklist, right? Like, that's just a straight win there.
Ooh.
And they're gonna go in here.
Yeah, interesting. A little bit of not being on the same page. XingQ went in when XM did not, and then it ends up being XingQ that dies for it. Thought he could have made some type of a play. Oh, wait a minute. Now XM in trouble. He swashed for it.
All right.
That was not the way that was supposed to go.
That was probably not what he imagined. Yeah, he really wanted that illusion rune, thought he could walk it out, but Gabby respawned. I mean, honestly, Gabby is doing the things he needs to do this game. He's getting kills, he's finding things happening. I mean, if you are to play Mars, this would be one of the better games for it when you do have the security of having two carries, right?
Yeah.
All he really needs to do in this particular game is find the kills and make sure his carries are farming. And hopefully that is good enough. Will it be? I'm not sure. We'll have to see, but...
Right. Well, and the other thing is sort of like you mentioned, there are those two carries, but I'm seeing for Azure, XingQ start to become a little bit more farmed. He's got the phylactery done. He's actually going in for Greaves next on Zeus, which is something that I have not seen. But if he becomes like, not even necessarily, you know, the items, but if he starts to get levels, he's going to become an issue too.
Why is he going Greaves, actually? That is interesting. The spell isn't particularly good this game, but... I guess when you're playing versus TA, like, taking off... Because you'll see this TA is going... Or has a shard.
Right.
And meanwhile, Gabby... I don't see a world where...
Arena?
He lives here? Or is there a world?
No. Nope. XingQ gets the kill. Wow.
But maybe this is next level from XingQ to go for this, because you get armor, right?
Yeah.
Just by having the Greaves for your whole team when they're low HP, and of course just for yourself through the components. and you're playing versus TA, and you're playing versus Weaver, which that's pretty nice. And I think the second thing that is also very nice about this is TA has Shard, right? And when you get the Shard, not only do you move like a turtle. Oh, hold on here. Looks like we're gonna go in here. Oh, it missed.
Through. He wasn't gotten caught in the cogs. Although XM, he's waiting for the rest of his team to show up. They find one kill, trying to beat down XXS. That is not the target you want to go on. Can't kill him off in time. 2 dead. It's only supports for a roll and an egg. But more wins for Azure in this game number 2.
And it's getting harder and harder to team fight. And to go back to my point here of like, what is TA supposed to do in this game? I think at some point you would like to find Zeus on a trap, right? Silence him and then kill him. But if you get trapped on Zeus and TA goes on you, you can do multiple things here. You can take the silence off, right? That way you can jump away.
Yeah.
You have more armor. And if you wait a little bit too, the purge will remove the minus armor buff of the meld. So it's actually a pretty cool Grease game, not for the team, but just for himself specifically to survive against the TA who wants to kill him.
Right. Well, and you're seeing now Abed also feel the need to get more cheap damage. He's going for Deso, so they're going to have double Deso.
No, Weaver didn't get it. Oh, no, he does have it. You're right.
Yeah, he has it.
This is what I mean. I've played this matchup before, and the TA is not happy without a Deso.
Right.
It's like you kind of have to go for it, and then you're like, "But do we want Devil?" And it's like, "Yeah, sure, whatever, it's fine." But like,
oh, nice catch.
He would have wanted it by now already. Like,
yeah, totally. It kind of gets to one of those issues that wait a minute, jump forward, finding Tim's, got him killed. Okay, Stampede for an XM Arcane Rune, and they also saw that Abed was up here. They do make that move up to the north. Won't be able to find anybody quickly, though. And it looks like, I mean, with at least one Deso and TA on your team, you got to think about going Roche, but they're going to see this. There is a ward on this spot, and there is no smoke up. So they know this is happening.
I haven't seen Lone Druid go Manta in a while. And generally speaking, I don't think it's good, but I think when you play versus TA, Manta is like always good. So they're gonna see
they're
them.
coming through.
Okay.
They're coming through. They're coming through.
They know. They know.
And they jump in. They find him. The Phoenix dead right at the start, and now they're in. They got to make this move to back out. Seeing Q jumps over, gets a little bit of separation. The mech. You don't expect the Zeus mech, but it won't matter. He's still gonna go down. This fight going very poorly. They get off to pierce the veil. XM now eyes on Abed, but he manages to get the blink away. Problem is, if Blacklist try and reinitiate, they will have the egg back up again in a little bit. If they can find the fight right now, it's really good.
Yeah.
Gabby looking. Has the blink, tries to find it, not going to get it. Spear is out, but it doesn't latch. XM, he's the one that's going to get caught for a moment. Now the bear in. Phoenix is coming back into this fight, but he already used the TP, so it's going to be a while. Trying to run away is the lone druid. The bear starting to drop down. They have a resummon. Pango, though, in no man's land, gets brought down. He does have a
Oh, what a silence by Abed.
Nicely played. Catches, kills off XXS. They're going in one by one. Devastating fight here. And Carlo, Tianbing right on top of them. They try and pop the egg. Will it be able to get it in time? Yes. Triple kill. Raven, but look at it. Zeus comes back in! A triple kill for Raven, now trying to take down this TA. She's in trouble. Manages to get the blink away, though. Dude, what is this game?
It's exactly what we asked for. A little bit of insanity. And Abed, I don't know what he's waiting for here, but he's hungry. But he's got very low HP.
Yeah.
And that trap was so good on the Centaur, though. That was next level. But I think they didn't realize Gen Q from behind just took the portal and just manned up on him and got a couple kills from the back there. What do you do now? Do you do Roche? Do you just sit here? What's your play if you're Sure Ray and Blacklist? And we're going to see this in the fight right now. It's like, you'll die immediately here. There's a really good stampede as well. Hopefully we get to the point where we see this trap, but Abed's going to drop down a trap here after getting the silence. And then as soon as Snar blinks in, instantly silence. Such a beautiful play here. And then I think Zeus comes on the back. He's just keeping in. I forgot he was like doing this, and then like he just goes in immediately and gets a double kill, like boom, and then ulti, 2 kills from the Zeus there. GenQ salvaging this game here for his squad.
Much needed. And I mean, with all of those kills, he's level 15 now. He's the same level as the Weaver. Like that he is going to be a problem. Almost has Greaves done. I mean, it's getting dicey for Blacklist. They obviously still are in a pretty like solid position, particularly if they can get this Aegis, but it's not coming to them easy.
No, for sure. And if you look at the wards now, you got some pretty good wards. They're going to expire soon for Azure, but they're giving some good intel here. And you got 1 minute to do Roche now, if you want to. Oh. You got 1 minute to do Roche. And if you don't do it within that 1 minute, I think Blacklist will start heading up to the dire side. And you see a ping come out from Centaur. Like, you got to make your choice now.
Yeah.
Rocket Flare is down. I would say go for it.
I think the Rocket Flare caught him. It was just expiring, but they saw it, and now they're running together.
It's a long run, and guess what? Phoenix in that position right there is almost impossible to deal with.
This is actually working for them. They need to block the hook shot. He's really far away, though. They're so far away, and I think that they're going to get this in time. Now, Zeus does not have a ton of mana. They pop Thunder God's Wrath. Now the hook shot in! Oh, but Lul picks it up in time. And now the fear, the connection, Carlo. He went in, but couldn't get out. Couldn't get the Aegis either.
It's a good attempt. I'll say that. It was a good attempt. If he got the Aegis there, that would have gave his team confidence to go in, and they probably would have won that fight because, as you mentioned, Zeus had no mana. So he would have just kind of been like a spectator in that fight.
Well, the Manta Bear starting to come online a bit for Lul.
25 minutes online as well, which means your Wraithband, Null Talismans, and Bracers get double effectiveness. So, of course, as Lone Druid, as a hero that has no problem with item slots, will generally buy a bunch of Wraithbands. For either his bear or his hero, they're great on both. Most cost-effective item in the game for Lone Druid at this point. Because, as mentioned, slots aren't really an issue anymore for this hero. One of the few heroes that doesn't suffer from having limited inventory spaces.
XM gonna get caught, and still BKB
Manta's
out from
cooldown.
Gabby. Yeah, he couldn't get away. That was the first charge of BKB for Gabby used, but you take that one for the Pango kill, absolutely.
Oh, for sure.
Stampede wanting to hunt down, but can't get Carlo.
And then Lou is set up in the bot lane here. They're gonna find the Weaver, but Weaver has a BKB.
Yeah.
So Deadshot works on the bear, but Spear doesn't.
Right? Isn't that weird? Like, what the hell?
I mean, there's a lot of reasons why no one plays Mars anymore.
True.
His spells aren't updated.
Move in for the catch. XXS Heart still staying alive for a very long time. Not easy to bring down that Centaur. As Zeus spells get spammed out for a second. It's just going to be the Phoenix pickoff. Again, this is all in the context of Lone Druid having the Aegis.
Yeah.
Do you think, because when they picked up that Aegis, it was a little bit chaotic. Do you think they would have liked it on somebody more if they had time to take a choice, or do you think the Aegis is right on the Lone Druid?
I think it's good on the Lone Druid. I think you have two choices, though. It's either Pango or Lone Druid. Both are fine. I think it's really preference for the Lone Druid player. You just kind of have to really know on this hero whether or not you're killable, right? And how you want to play the game. So you have two choices. You can play a little more reserved and in the back and let your Pango go ham and be like, I'm confident I'll get my true form off. Or you're in a situation like, I don't know, guys, like this getting true form off might be difficult and I can't have permanent uptime yet because I'm not level 20. So having an Aegis means I can just stand in the front and they can't do anything. And that's the safe play. But the higher risk play, but also potentially higher reward would be Lone Druid not taking the Aegis and then picking it up on your Pango so he can play a bit more aggressive with you and just really believing in the fact that you can get true form off and you're unkillable once you get it.
That makes sense to me. I think that it's such a unique hero that kind of leaves you in a weird situation sometimes of, oh, wait a minute. Raven? They're setting up on him. Oh, he doesn't know. Raven pops the BKB and just has to TP out. Yeah, that could have been scary. Mid?
And they caught the Lone Druid at the same time here, but
Yeah, they're not going to be doing much to him, it looks like. Tim's
Nope.
manages to TP out.
he'll walk away. The Manta Bear is too powerful. I will say these Lone Druid players need to buy more TP scrolls for their bear.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, whenever your bear gets low or runs out of mana,
It just feels
it takes
annoying.
so long.
Like,
Which part?
you have to, like, micro the courier and send it
Oh
over.
no,
It's very annoying.
these guys are pro players. Oh no, they have to micro.
You know that, like, when the freaking courier change happened and, like, everybody's courier started dying, like, instantly. You know what I mean?
Yeah, oh for sure. I mean, there's even pro players. There's a lot of them. I mean, he just bought a TP for his bear, so he knows what's up.
There it is.
I think it's essential if you want to be a good Lone Druid player. You have to buy TPs for your bear, as annoying as it might be. And honestly, once you buy one, it's not really annoying ever again, because you just send your bear back to base with a TP, and what do? You just buy another TP when your bear's in the base.
True.
It's not that much more micro. The first one of sending it out to your bear, sure, it might be annoying, but after that, once you get into the muscle memory of doing it, it's really not that difficult.
Well, speaking of the bear, the Aegis is now going to expire. So we'll see if there is a grand rush from Blacklist to start taking fights again. Gabby has queued up a Hex. Speaking of the Hex, Tianming has been building towards it for a little while, but did stop off along the way for a gem, and now passing that one over to XXS. So that could be something that comes out and starts feeling pretty strong in a little while here. See how it goes.
We will indeed. I mean, things got a little bit slower, but we're going to hit a smoke right now. And all eyes on Centaur for the initiation here.
Finds him, gets the Force Staff off though, but there is the Harpoon. Force out the Pierce the Veil. The wraparound is coming. They want to find the backlines. They see him now in trouble, Zeus, but he didn't hit the spear. I don't know if it's going to matter. The Zeus is still in a lot of trouble, although with the Greaves, he ends up tanking through a lot of damage. Silence on the Phoenix, and they get the kill just barely at the end with Gabby. Although now isolating and taking down Abed. Without the egg, it's a little bit hard to take this fight unless they find Raven and catch him right there. In true form still for a little while on this Lone Druid, and great catch by Carlo, keeping that Lone Druid in bad position, trying to survive through this. It's not going to happen. That is 4 dead for the TA. Blacklist take a perfect fight, and now looking for more. They catch on to XXS, Lotus Orb, trying to get out. This is the Gem 2, a huge win if they can manage to find it.
Oh, the rocket missed.
Flare. Blake back up. No, he didn't get it. It was just off cooldown in a second.
And Mars Blank is up.
Though. Oh, dodges the spear. He's trying to survive desperately. And he might actually do it. Courier's coming out to try and sneak the gem. Still buying some more time for himself, though. And now the Phoenix showing up, and he survives.
Carlo's dead for this, I think.
I can't believe that he lived. I mean, that's the value of Heart Lotus, I guess, but a really good play right there by XXS to dodge those spells.
Yeah, definitely really good there. And to go back to like even further when that fight kind of was initiated, the big thing is the fact they're able to find the Phoenix, right? Like they found him, they silenced him with the trap, got him again. He's about to get egg off, and then of course you were there with Gabby, got the God's Rebuke off, got the kill there. And I think that's really what helped them there. Like, if they can stop this Phoenix from getting egg off, it's going to do a lot of work for them. And now Jin-Q is just going to get lightning hands. So, congrats, buddy. Cue up the Manta. Time to transition.
You can see this replay. I mean, that God's Rebuke must have been so close to the edge. And the wraparound happened.
Silence is done, and boom. It was a double, actually. Literally got it perfectly angled to hit both of those heroes there. And then this is really nice as well too. Like, just go ahead and just isolate the bear. right?
Yeah.
And Raven does a good job of like staying max range here, because if the bear isn't hitting things, the hero won't get healed, right? So you don't know who to hit right now if you're low, because you're kind of stuck in a cogs. You're getting hit here. You kind of have to deal with Raven, but they kited him out here. I really like the cue the music for this one. It gives enough time for Phoenix to respawn, and then of course Carlos, unfortunately,
It's funny too, because that entire series, if Gabby, you know, doesn't perfectly angle his God's Rebuke, they don't get the double kill. If Gabby hits one spear on Centaur, they get that kill.
Pretty much.
But, you know, he giveth, he taketh. That's how it happens sometimes for Gabby. High impact player with crazy stuff going on. Smoke,
right.
that was right by a clockwork flare.
It's Roshan time.
Will it work for them? They are walking into Trap Central. Sees a couple.
Oh, they see
There's
him.
the jump. No, but the silence was there again. Lotus Orb trying to back away, although they do find and kill off that clockwork. Now, Arena connects onto 2. Zeus turns, start to spam out the spells. The egg placed very far away, but in a position where they're not going to kill it. And now the roll through, the chase down. This is the fight that they were waiting for. Azure Ray, they take 3.
Has been killed.
Yeah, if you play the fights a bit slower, like the way they did, get the kills on, like, well, I like them the free kills, right? The clockwork going in. You don't have to overextend. Just take the free kill. And if you were Blacklist, in my opinion, I think you call that fight a loss and you go back, because I don't see how you can win it. You don't really have the team fight to match them. Like, Arena isn't really a team fight spell this game, not so much, because you don't have any follow-up on it. Like, if you think about Arena, like, you think about, like, Phoenix being with it, or the Snapfire, and they just want to end the game.
Dude, okay, all right. Azure Ray, they've had enough of playing. They do have buybacks on the heroes. They force the buyback from the TA, and now will retreat. If they can get out right here, this is so good for Azure Ray. Wow, that is huge. So clutch. And now going to be able to go and try and set up for Roche. Damn.
They're going to go for it.
What a turn.
Yeah, I mean, see, in this moment here, right, this is the way I look at it. Like, your clock is dead. You baited 0 spells out from the enemy. So, like, going in here, there's no follow-up. Like, Abed has to go in and try to kill him, but, like, Lone Druid already got his true form off. You're no way in hell that you're killing this Lone Druid with your heroes once true form is off.
Back in the real world, we're setting up for a fight here, maybe. As the Flare is out to get some vision. They did take away 1 ward, and now it's going to be Azure Ray in position.
Oh, they got the gem off the courier. Free
Wait,
gem.
what?
They killed the courier, and they got a gem.
But
Abed
they find her! Abed! Abed's gone! 100 seconds! They know that's a dieback! How much are they going to go for here? And now Raven forced to pop that BKB. Oh, wow. I mean, they got to start shoving out waves right now. If you are on Blacklist. Cutting waves, do whatever you can.
And they're going to do just that. Gabby's in a prime position to cut the next wave here. But problem is they already have a wave on the top lane.
Yeah.
And Centaur is going to escort it. And if they want to chase Gabby down here, they potentially could. But they decide to make another call. Zeus is going to go push out mid. Centaur is going to escort 1 wave there. There's no glyph, so if Centaur can get aggro from the tower,
yeah,
they can't kill this wave unless a hero does it. But then there's a catapult problem. The catapults can't really be killed with spells.
No, I mean, this is, it's still, I mean, to be fair, with 40 seconds on TA,
you go.
You think you go for it all?
Oh, I mean, you go if you're Azure Ray. Yeah, go.
Okay. I mean,
barracks.
I was talking about tier 4. It's like,
oh, no, you take the barracks.
Okay, all right, fair enough.
And then you probably go mid too.
Right. They have to finish this other tower in the mid lane, which is part of the issue of why it's a little bit slowed down here. But they are going to go back for it now. And
I mean, you're thinking like just end the game right now, because like there's no need for that. No.
Yeah, they can just take so much of an advantage.
Just go walk down mid. Like seriously, walk down mid and then take the fight. Yeah. You have all your spells available. You have Aegis, you have Cheese, you got 2 bears.
It's so hard. I mean, Gabby is behind enemy lines, and in really good position to find people.
He's got a Hex, too.
Can they do it? Oh, not.
They saw
No,
him.
they spot him. Oh, Gabby gets the quick blink away. I mean, that could have been real bad if Gabby goes down there.
Yeah, but at the same time, he realizes he needs to make some crazy play where he finds the Pango hexes him, right? And they blow him up. I mean, Zeus or Phoenix would be good, too. Obviously, you can't do it to the Lone Druid, which is a little bit sad. That would have been the best target, but he has an Aegis at this point. But I think Azure Ray, they're going for the jugular here. I don't see any reason why you would back out and farm right now. Maybe AC is potentially on the table for low, but his courier's dead for a minute 20. No way you wait for that.
Jump
All right,
forward, Hex onto the Phoenix, trying to blow him up. Will it be enough? Hook shot in, but the Hex save keeps the Phoenix alive. What a play. Just barely able to keep himself alive there by hexing that TA. And now TA in trouble. Meanwhile, the bear is running in, running amok, running wild. That is mega creeps. Meanwhile, up on the top side, they're going to hex and try and take down that Pango. It's not going to happen. This is the smartest centaur
Raven just got hexed. He's dead.
Oh, okay. Raven's gone. Meanwhile, XM eats the cheese, runs into all of them, is just going to be brought low, speared back, and dead. Okay, Pango is now gone.
They can't deal with Lone Druid. He's too strong.
But yeah, they can't fight into this stuff. Way too hard. Hook shot goes through, and actually, okay, they're going to bring the Zeus low. Feared, in trouble, has the jump away. Bloodstone, he survives on nothing. Now he's going to heal back up bit by bit as he spams out his spells. The Hex is there, Abed barely surviving, getting back into the fountain, but now Phoenix is dead. Raven's doing a lot of work here. Tries to kill him off, and they finally will. Zinq on a mega kill streak. GG is going to be called. And Azure Ray ending up the series 1 game apiece.
And the trend is like kind of continuing, right? Like the lineup in which has a well-rounded team fights